Phyllis?
Okay, I don't know what you really want to know. I want to bring my horseshoe league to Peru because my brother and I were doing one in LaSalle. It's kind of congested, trying to hire the nights and everything, so I thought I'd try to come over here and maybe get some new players. And
We did receive your letter, it was
Yes.
well written, thank you for submitting it. The location at Centennial Park would be the very north where the pits are already.
Okay.
I'm asking,
Oh, that'd be fine.
is that where you played when you came over
For
and
the
played at
picnic?
Centennial?
Right. We had our picnic in September, we went there. That's why I got kind of going with park.
Okay.
How many pits are up in that area right now?
Oh my God, I don't know. I know there's plenty.
Okay.
Cecil's
I
applied.
guess maybe 6.
Is that sufficient for what you guys need?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if I had doubles, it would be enough.
Yeah.
But I know there's got to be more than 6.
Yeah, I think there's 8 or 10. I just went and looked
Oh, yeah.
yesterday.
I know it's gonna handle, because I
Is that
don't have more
almost
than
or just
24 players, so.
kids?
Well,
Okay.
yeah, don't, you know, there'd be like,
Yeah,
I
I was
think
just
4,
counting. You got 2 for a
Yeah.
single.
so 4 or 8.
Sure. What day of the week would you like to, or are you talking a couple days? a
I
week?
previously said Friday, but I've got thinking Thursdays would probably be better, because I get a lot of young players, they got families, how, camping. So I decided to go back Thursdays on this.
And from the time that you were thinking?
6:30 to maybe 9. Well, 6:30 is when we begin, I mean, I might have to get the park a half hour earlier or something like 6.
Okay. Yeah, what are you thinking for months? How many months?
It's just your summer months, June, July, August, and we have a picnic in September. With the awards or whatever I do. Depends on the players, just if I'm gonna go t-shirts again this year, I charge $30 a year for everybody to join.
Is it a sanctioned league?
No,
Just a bunch of people out having fun and
Great.
recreating?
all right, I'm not in, I don't know a lot about sanctions, so I didn't go that far.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that many years.
Do you have to do the official size? The official area, like for 2 people? The distance and the
I
size
only have to
of
have
the
40
squares?
feet between the poles, man,
Yeah, there's 40 feet between the stakes.
because I mean, I've got a book in there on it.
And it's
All the
already
rules.
set up that way, Cecil?
Yeah.
It's, everything looks,
Yeah.
looks
Okay.
regulation to you?
Yeah, this is a regular, what it should look like, I got. That's what it said, the official playing rules, guidelines, and specifications, so.
In June, what time is dusk?
That's what I was wondering, like,
It's dark.
It starts getting pretty nasty about 8:30, that's when we try to rush them through and get them out of there.
What do you think, if you started at 6, it would be better on a
I
Thursday?
don't know, what do you
6
think?
to 8:30?
Yeah, also the working people kind of tight on,
We have had that issue ourselves,
to get
so.
home and shower and clean up and get everything ready.
So you're not concerned about
But I think you
dusk?
also have a light
No,
on
we
it, don't
don't
you?
do pretty good.
There's one light coming up, is there a light
I'm
coming
not
up
sure if
at
there's a-
one concession building or not?
Because I know when we were up there, there was a light, but I just can't remember if it covered all of this or not.
Okay.
and if there is one up there, is it still operating? That I'm not sure. Not sure.
But we're not sure.
For some reason, I thought it
We'll
was,
take a
but
look. We'll take a look. I've never seen a light up there for horseshoes, which doesn't mean
I
it's
know it's
not there.
close to the bathrooms or something, I don't know if it was enough to get, for some reason, I thought it was on that day we were up there, but maybe it wasn't. We're in the daytime now, I don't know. So now I'm kind of, I don't know.
And Phyllis, what do you think then, what's the largest number you anticipate playing?
I won't have any more than 24.
Okay.
So I dealt with that before, because I do all my own book work and all this, so it's a lot.
Okay.
Now I have a computer, so I'm making manual and doing everything.
And that's 24 players per night?
Right,
Okay.
And you've been in LaSalle playing
right.
over at Hegler Park?
No, 9th Street Park, they call it Matheson, I think.
Oh, Matheson, that's right, that's right. Okay.
I've got those for 9 years.
Do you ever have any issues with neighbors?
No,
Never any noise issues?
no?
Okay.
I mean, we haven't done anything about it.
Would you be starting on the first Thursday of June? On that,
First or second,
sixth?
I'm not, I mean, I haven't looked at the calendar to see what the date on the first Thursday is yet. But I know if I get the, do you know what the date on the first Thursday would be?
That'd be the seventh.
Yeah, I
I'm
probably,
sorry,
Sixth.
the sixth.
I probably would start on the first Thursday then,
Okay.
because we had the issue one year, it felt like the date was right on the very first day, and some people said, I don't know if I can do it.
And Phyllis, you need to have a commitment by when, in order to announce it to your
I
guests.
would hope to have something by March, so I can start doing my paperwork and advertising. Cause I go put flyers out in the laundromats and bars, and I'm thinking about being, I just joined Wine and Seed the last couple of months, going over there and trying to see if Dave Potock will let me put the flyers up also.
Okay. So Bob and Sherry, if the rec commission made us a recommendation to allow the formation of this league to play those months, does it have to go through the council?
For the committee?
I just want to reserve the park.
Right. I noticed the horseshoe pits need some work.
Yeah.
Is that something you guys would do, or is that something you'd want the city to do?
Well, what kind of work does it need, do you know that?
Well, I don't, do you usually have sand
Well,
in
we'd
there?
like to have sand in it, but I think.
I was gonna say, well, sell that
It's grass,
clay,
and we
that was,
can use it.
I talked to Gary about it, and he said that Russ would have no problem fixing up
Fixing
those
it.
pits.
Okay.
Yep, so that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, right now, I think it's got some chip bark in it or something.
It just looked to me like it was weeded and
Yeah,
grassy.
it's, pretty rough.
yeah, well, sell, they got to where they put down, what is it? I'm not cold, I'm sorry. What is that metal stuff they put down and runs over to, but that was with the
Oh,
clay.
they just cover up the stakes so the animals don't
But they
do
did the
their
sand
duties
bits.
in them and all that, you know,
Mhm.
and that kind of.
But I really don't know if we can do that part.
But maybe metal sheeting, you know, like, siding, sheeting,
Russ can fix the pits.
you know.
He said he can fix the pits. Yes. Yep, should not be a problem.
Now, are they basically made out of dirt, sand, or what?
I was gonna ask you that question.
So clay, I can't remember.
I
Do
think
you?
they're mainly
Yeah.
filled up with, mulch, something like mulch.
So it's not like a sand base or a clay base, and
No.
then mulch over the top or something
Looks
like
like
that.
it's a little-
So they have arranged.
What's
it.
the best base? Is sand the best base?
Yeah.
You know, I remember it
Well,
always has
sand is
been.
good, you know, but it should have backboards on it to where, you know, you don't keep shooting sand out of it every time that shoe drops into it.
And how high is that roughly? according to
That
your
backboard,
rules? I'm sorry.
you talking about the backboard?
Yeah.
Probably about 12 inches, 12 by 2.5, 3 feet across.
And then Cecil, mulch over the top of the sand is acceptable? Or strictly sand?
Sand is good for that mulch.
Okay.
Do you guys have a turnover in people?
Well, not really, because in my league, I went, like I told you, last 2 years out on my own, and I run 6 to 7 players, to be honest, small group. Now, when I was at LaSalle Horseshoe League, we had like 2014, so 48 people when we first started. But then it started declining out when Gary was getting ready to give it up to my brother and that, so. So I don't know how it's gonna go, I wanna try to make a good go of it, but.
Well, it's great that you came to us because, you really didn't have to. You can go there and play when you want. It's a public park.
Right.
Anybody can go and play. So we are appreciative that you guys came.
But we had the issue in LaSalle, sometimes you go up there and there was other people just up there playing on pits, and they had their night reserved through the city in case there was an issue. You hate to ask somebody to leave, if you say it's our league night, then they're more acceptable to leaving, if you gotta do that, okay,
I don't think I've seen people play horseshoes up
Really?
there in a long time.
There was somebody the other day we were there that surprised me,
There were somebody having a picnic up there, and they were throwing a few shoes,
Where they,
where the building is on the south end. Good.
be nice, get those back up in
Yeah,
shape
we-
and,
very nice.
maybe more people can play there.
Because of my age too, what I wanna do, hopefully get enough young people in that I can teach them the ropes, and then maybe turn my league over to somebody too.
Sure, for sure.
You know,
Idea.
Cause I'm 61, I mean, but 2 or 3 years, maybe I can turn it over to somebody else,
Sure. Yeah. Anybody else got any questions? What do you guys think?
I love
I
it.
think it's exciting.
I think it's a good idea.
It's a good thing.
Um,
would be I think a nice thing for our program, our summer program, put out, mention that we have courts available. There'll be a league held every Thursday in the summer months,
Mhm.
get that going,
Sounds good.
get more,
And then would you
interest
do,
drawn up to you guys, maybe for next year, year after.
so would you guys just tell people, or do you want me to advertise so they know our phone number and?
Well,
We'll just make the
Do
recommendation.
you wanna see this? This is what I normally send out to all the players.
sure.
Okay. It's got all the rules and sign up sheets in there, all that stuff I do.
How many people do you have in the league now?
6 and 7. We got one that's shady, so right now we got 6, but we're gonna try to, and we don't know who's coming, from year to year, you don't know who's coming back and who's not. So we hope we get them all back, but I'm just hoping to improve. Some I've heard, some improve. I don't have a car, I can't get there, young kids.
Kids
Kids
are-
are.
Walk up there then, you know.
Okay, unavailable.
Yeah.
So,
You guys would be in charge of your own advertising, because it's your own league.
Right.
But we can advertise that the horseshoe pits have been redone, and, people can come and use them now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our, summer program right here, it has all our programs for the kids, all the
Okay.
parks. And we could add something in there for, horseshoes.
Yeah,
Right,
we don't advertise privately.
Yeah, right, not your league, we
Right.
would say that, Thursday it is reserved for a, horseshoe league.
Yeah.
so you can't put anything there like you say, to say that I'm gonna have a league on Thursday nights, or, no?
No, 'cause it's not sponsored by the Peru Recreation
Okay,
Commission, it's
sorry.
sponsored by Sunset Horseshoe League.
Okay.
Yes. Well, do we need a motion on this, or do we just a recommendation for the committee, or the council?
Let's defer that to Bob and Sherry, I think.
Well, just for their safety, I don't know, but, they reserve the shelters through the police department.
Correct,
And then the baseball diamonds are divided up by the rec department
correct.
early on in the season. So if you want to be assured of the use of the pits on Thursday nights from 6 to 9, I think it'd be good to put it with the police department that every Thursday. So they're saying that if you mention it in the brochure, certainly mention it as Thursday nights or league nights,
Right,
that's all.
Okay.
It's not that we're advertising a particular private league,
right.
but at least it's a league night.
Because I'll have advertisements out, and actually it's gonna say, I need to know by this and this date if you wanna join too, so.
We can announce it at a council meeting,
Yeah.
and then maybe it would get in the newspaper.
Right.
Now, as far as her having her picnic, date,
You just
does she
reserve
have
that
to let
date.
you know?
Reserve that, they should reserve that with the police department. The police department coordinates all the parks.
And it's always the first or second Saturday in September, so.
Tell the police department.
Okay.
Yeah, check with them.
And if you
it's
want a
available.
shelter, one of the shelters in the park, up the north end, yeah, it's the north end where the pits are.
Right.
If you want to rent, there's a number on the side of that shelter. There's a number of them, whether it's Centennial Park, shelter number 6 or whatever it is.
Okay.
Tell them that and they'll go with that.
So then, to get the shelter, do you have to pay a price for that?
No, no. That's just so that people don't fight over it. you know.
Right. Okay.
And we're gonna support you on this, as we will also contact the police department.
Do we have a motion then to allow the Sunset League to use the?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to reintroduce horseshoes back to Centennial Park. And for the summer months of June, what did I say, the 9th? Or the 7th? 6th? Through August, to reserve Thursday evenings from 6:30 until 9 o'clock for the Sunset Horseshoe League.
Now, if we did get as many recruits, though, as say 24, it could run longer at night.
The park closes,
Maybe
the park
nine
closes at 10
thirty.
o'clock.
Maybe 9:30 or
Park
something.
closes
Yeah,
at
close at
10
10.
o'clock.
But we didn't actually try to do everything we can to get out of there.
Although it's gonna
When it
be
starts getting dark, it's hard anyway.
Right.
Okay, I'll second the motion.
We have a motion by Ray, seconded by Janice, to allow Sunset Horseshoe League to participate in horseshoes at Centennial Park. Do we have, we got a motion and a second, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion approved.
I'd just like to add one thing. I am gonna go to the residents who live right next to the horseshoes and make sure that they're okay with it.
Okay.
If it's a lot of noise and it's 9 o'clock on a school night, if they have kids, you know, I don't know, but I wanna make sure that they're on board with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So,
Maybe we keep the one.
sure, I'm sure I got no copy.
Well, if you
Oh,
took-
I can get one home.
Okay. To the approved place too, so they
Okay.
have your
Yeah,
contact.
just let them know that that was all last year's information, so dates may not be different.
Yes, correct.
And it tells in there, like I said, like it was, say 11 players, it's gonna be single sleeve, 12 of them will be doubles, so it explains all that.
Okay, great. Excellent.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Phyllis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was
Are you sure
courtesy
you don't
on
wanna
the
join?
whole.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
And it explains in there, like I said, the fee and everything for joining, so, for sure.
It's been a long time since I've thrown a shoe.
I'm gonna try it now.
Horseshoe, that is.